The Goose That Laid the Golden Eggs. Once upon a time, in a quiet and forgotten corner of the world, there lived a poor man named Elias. He and his wife, Mira, lived in a small wooden cottage at the edge of a village surrounded by golden wheat fields that stretched far into the horizon. They had little in their home: an old wooden table, 2 worn-out chairs, and a cracked window, through which the moonlight often spilled in at night like silver water. One chilly morning, as Elias walked to his field with a heavy heart and empty pockets, he heard a sound. Honk, honk. Curious, he followed the gentle cries echoing through the morning mist. Pushing aside tall grass, he spotted a goose, large, snow-white, and alone, standing in the middle of his field. Its feathers shimmered with a strange glow, as if kissed by the light of the stars. "What are you doing here, little one?" Elias whispered. The goose tilted its head and took a step closer, unafraid. Feeling a strange bond with the creature, Elias carefully lifted it into his arms and carried it home. When Mira saw the goose, her eyes widened. "Where did you find this beauty?" she asked. "In the field," Elias replied. It looked special. They prepared a soft bed of hay beside the fireplace and placed a bowl of warm water and crumbs near it. That night, the goose rested peacefully as the couple whispered by candlelight, wondering what kind of luck had come their way. The next morning, as the sun peeked through the clouds, Elias rose early. Something tugged at his heart, urging him to check on the goose. As he approached, he gasped. Lying beneath the goose was an egg, not white, not brown, but golden, pure, shining, radiant gold. At first, he thought it was a dream. He rubbed his eyes, blinked again, then gently picked it up. It was heavy, cold to the touch, and unmistakably real. "Mira, come quick!" he shouted, his voice trembling. When Mira saw the golden egg, her hands flew to her mouth. Is this what I think it is? "It must be real gold," Elias said. "Can you believe it?" The couple danced with joy. Their tiny home sparkled with laughter for the first time in many seasons. That night, they fed the goose extra grain and whispered their thanks. To their amazement, the next morning, another golden egg awaited them, and the next day, and the next. Days turned into weeks. Every morning, a golden egg gleamed like a treasure in the hay. Elias began selling them at the market, carefully, one at a time, bringing home enough coins to fix their roof, buy warmer clothes, and fill their cupboards with food. Their cottage transformed. The cracked window was replaced with crystal clear glass. Their clothes were stitched from soft velvet, and their wooden spoons turned to polished silver. But soon, Mira began dreaming of grander things. "If we sell 2 eggs a day instead of 1, she said, "we can buy that big house on the hill and hire a cook," Elias added, eyes gleaming. They started feeding the goose the finest grains, laying softest silks for it to sleep on, hoping it might produce even more. But the goose still laid just 1 egg each day, faithfully, quietly. As time passed, something changed in their hearts. Gratefulness was slowly replaced with greed. The joy they once found in the miracle faded. They no longer sat by the fire to admire the egg or whisper thanks. They only counted coins, talked about gold, and dreamed of more. One moonlit night, Elias sat beside Mira, frustration in his voice. "Why must we wait each day for just 1 egg?" he said. "Think about it. If she lays golden eggs, she must have more inside her. What if we take them all at once?" Mira's eyes narrowed. "You mean cut her open?" Elias nodded slowly. The goose, resting nearby, opened one eye. Though she had never spoken, she understood. Her heart ached, not for herself, but for the kindness that had once lived in the little cottage. The warmth was gone. She had given them magic. In return, they now thought only of riches. Before dawn broke, the goose quietly stepped out of her nest. With her wings tucked close, she waddled through the open door and disappeared into the golden mist. When Elias and Mira came the next morning, holding a shiny knife and hopeful dreams, the nest was empty, gone. They searched every corner of the house, the garden, the village paths, calling out in panic. But the goose had vanished. They ran to the field, to the riverbank, to the hills, but found only silence. Elias dropped to his knees, holding the last golden egg to his chest. "I only wanted more," he whispered. Mira sat beside him, tears filling her eyes. The cottage felt colder that day. The air, heavier. The magic, gone. The goose had flown to a land where hearts were still pure, where kindness lived, and where people never let greed drown gratitude. And from that day on, Elias and Mira never saw another golden egg. But sometimes, late at night, as wind danced through the trees, they thought they heard a faint honk, honk, far, far away. Moral of the story, be thankful for what you have. Greed can steal away the greatest gifts.